Hi everyone, and welcome to another one of our virtual Yellowstone tours. Today we're doing the section of road between Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone, also known as Canyon, which is where we are at the moment, and Norris Geyser Basin. Ahead of us we can see the road that would normally lead up over Dunraven Pass, past Mount Washburn and onto Tower Roosevelt, but it is closed for construction for 2 years. Yes, you heard me correctly again, closed for 2 years, scheduled to open again in 2022. I hesitate to call any road in Yellowstone boring. But having said that, if you were going to call one less interesting than the others, it would be this road over here. Apart from Norris Geyser Basin at the end of the road, at the west end of the road, there aren't any thermal features on this road. There are a few lakes off the road, there are a few trailheads. Going to some rather pleasant hikes. There is a cascade, which I'll tell you about when we get closer. But apart from that, and the possibility of seeing animals, which you can see anytime, anywhere in Yellowstone, there's not an awful lot else to the road between Canyon and Norris. So just sit back and enjoy the scenery. The road is 12 miles long, and I normally say unless you're stopping to admire the views or stopping for buffalo jams, you can generally add 50% onto that, and that's how long it'll take you to get from point A to point B in Yellowstone. So this section of road is 12 miles at 50%, another 6, so it should take us about 18 minutes or so to do the entire road. And that's allowing for some minor stops along the way. This over here is the road into Virginia Cascades. It's a one-way road. Virginia Cascades was named after Virginia Gibson. It was in fact originally named by the superintendent of the park at the time, Philetus Norris, after himself. Norris had a habit of naming a lot of things in the park after himself. There's really only one left, which is of course Norris Geyser Basin. The name was changed to Virginia Cascade, named after Virginia Gibson, by the guy who built this road that we're on, the first road, which was originally a wagon trail between Norris Geyser Basin and Canyon Village. Virginia Gibson was, if memory serves me correctly, the wife of the guy who was in charge of the Yellowstone concessions at the time. It was the park geologist Arnold Haig, once again if memory serves me correctly, who was responsible for deciding whether the names that had been given to places should stick. He wasn't keen on places in the park being named after people, but as Virginia is also the name of a US state, he decided to let it go, hence the name Virginia Cascades. Do the section of road between Norris Geyser Basin and Mammoth Hot Springs, we'll talk about a building that you may or may not catch a glimpse of, probably not, over there, which was the only building in this area. It was set up by the US Army as an outpost when they were originally sent to Yellowstone National Park to combat poaching before the formation of the National Park Service, but we will talk more about that in another video. We're approaching Norris Geyser Basin. Thank you for joining us on another one of these virtual Yellowstone tours. If you enjoy our virtual Yellowstone tour series, please consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. Thank you. If you're looking for lodging in the Yellowstone area, please check out our motel at oneyellowstone.com, and please use the number 1 rather than spelling it out. If you're trying to find a Yellowstone tour, please also take a look at oneyellowstone.com. We operate more Yellowstone tours than anyone in the world, starting in Salt Lake City, West Yellowstone, Las Vegas, LA, San Francisco, Seattle, and about 15 other cities.